We are happy that for the smooth transition from one president to another, and from the same party, so it's more or less a continuity. About the immigration, appointment of immigration, Tinubu did not appoint any immigration head. Board did. This is one of the problems we are having in this country. Jere was on acting capacity for some time, and he did his best, and he left yesterday. That was 29th. Now you are appointing a CG that is retiring tomorrow, 31st, to head an organization such as immigration, a regimental agency such as immigration. Are we serious as a nation, or are we serious as an organization? For God's sake, somebody that has 24 hours to go, and you are appointing her with the intention of extending her tenure. This extension brought us to this stupor. These circumstances we are in. Immigration is not just like fire service, civil defense, or road safety. Immigration is a professional outfit, a regimental agency, but on a professional platform, that you don't just appoint anybody, no matter how experienced the person is, in this short time. This has been the problem of immigration. If Mr. President wants to appoint a substantive CG, Mr. President should please look into this matter. Adepoju should not be the one to be extended. She is leaving tomorrow, holding brief, fine. You can't leave the seat vacant, agreed. But nobody should impose a leader on the service. The service is already raped, has been raped several times. It has been bastardized, indiscipline everywhere, corruption here and there. Yet you are bringing somebody to deteriorate the system, to destabilize everything. For God's sake, this is the third woman to be heading this particular organization. They should check the track record. If they have done well, fine. If they have not done well, we are not talking about whether Hausa man is there or Yoruba man is there or Igbo man. All what you are looking for is professionalism. We need an iron fist to make the corrections in the service. The service, as I said earlier, has been bastardized. A lot of impunity, corruption here and there. And you are bringing somebody that will worsen the situation. Wura, has she already corrected herself? Now you are bringing her to come and I am against that. I don't have any grudges, personal grudges with her. But I'm against the circumstances. Aregbesola is a very bad man. He's very wicked. He's doing all these things not to favor the woman or the Yoruba race, no, for his own selfish interest. This man has the intention of bringing in a company to handle the passport fast track, and he was seriously blocked by the immediate past administration. This woman is ready to sign anything for them. That's to the best of my knowledge. That's how I get it right. He planned all these things before he left. And he's trying to go and leave the service in chaos to make Nigerians suffer the more. The moment you create a passport fast track, you have already crippled the passport directorate. The administration and control of passport will be more or less a no-go area, because immigration, they will end up even seizing the passport operation from the immigration. There have been so many attempts to collect it from immigration. Now, when you open a fast track, for instance, what are you insinuating? The service cannot do it better. So bring company to come and do. The people that have been trained to do this cannot do it better It is the company that will come with just refresher course of 6 weeks, 1 month, 3 months that will do it better. The federal government, I know Tinubu will not dance to this tune. After all, Aregbesola has been a betrayer to Tinubu. Aregbesola has been a betrayer to APC. And Aregbesola is also going to be a betrayer, or has, betrayed the Nigerian Immigration Service and the Ministry of Interior. He wants to bring in Osun style in the Interior Ministry. We will not agree. I am not against anybody. After all, the Yorubas, have, as they said, have been deprived the opportunity to lead. But if you are there, nobody will refuse you. The next in the hierarchy take command. That is how it has been. And the Yorubas were not the next in the hierarchy. All this while, during Uwizu, she and Ojo battled it. She was senior to Ojo. During Uzoma and Brown, the same thing. Dr. Brown was my boss. Uzoma indicated clearly that she was his senior. And therefore, the most senior took over. So after Uzoma, RB Musa was the most senior. He took over. Then the President Jonathan appointed Paradang from ACG to head it, David Paradang. When after Paradang ruled for some times or led for some times, they appointed another person to take over from Paradang, just 2 years in office. And that person had only 2 weeks to go. In the name of Abechi, they appointed him as the Controller General with extension of 1 year. This guy came and bastardized and messed up the whole organization. Then Babangida came. He did his best, full of loopholes here and there. Now, Jere just finished his tenure. 29 May. In fact, the people that even renewed or extended his tenure to 29 of May did it with evil mind. Why shouldn't they should have extended it to 31st of May so that him and all this full of expired milks will just go and new fresh milk will be appointed. Come to think of it, even among the ACGs, hardly you find a credible person. Only few I can count. So select among the few to lead. Forget about religious or forget about tribe or ethnicity. Look at the best. Tinubu should set a committee. They should select 3 out of the ACGs, not even DCGs. Let all the DCGs go. 3 out of the ACGs to appoint them. Those that have longer time to serve in office, at least 3 to 4 years. We don't want this cut and nail style of appointment. We don't need it. We need somebody that will stay there, somebody competent. Look at civil defense are doing well because of that. Customer are doing well because of they have somebody that stays there for long. Civil defense, fire service, road safety, they are all doing well because when you appoint a head, he stays there for more than 3-4 years. You do well. But when you appoint somebody with extension, 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, the person will not perform well. The organization is beyond that. If this will not work, the president should use his powers and appoint from outside someone to come and lead. We have credible deputy controller generals that have retired, credible former controller generals that have retired, assistant controller generals that are retired, or even from sister agencies, credible persons to come and head this organization to groom leaders. Otherwise, I see doom in the organization, God forbid. With this kind of appointment, the board is causing problem for the service. The board is our problem. The ministry is also our problem. They will sit down and appoint some bloody civilians there, will come and just create unnecessary tension, unnecessary confusion. The president should dissolve this board, remove everybody, appoint a new set of board and the leadership. The president should appoint somebody credible to head the interior ministry. Otherwise, the history will be repeating itself. The immigration need a competent leader, not a weak leader. Otherwise, we are going nowhere. As I said, I see doom. God forbid.